camera, screen record, help, options, button. Clue, or clue. Double tap. Clue, options, button. Options. Tutorial, settings, menu, headset, contact, Siri short tutorial. Exit, button, clue tutorial. Intro to clue, button. Holding your phone for best results, button. Intro to clue, intro to clue. Welcome to Clue. Clue helps you navigate and explore indoor spaces by using your phone's camera and inertial sensors. It acts as a sighted companion that helps guide you along a route by providing audio directions and cues. Clue works best within indoor spaces, where GPS doesn't work or is unreliable. Next, button. Using Clue. Clue helps you find your way around indoor spaces by recording your route when you're going from one place to another. For example, from a lobby area to a room. By recording your route, Clue then helps you navigate your way back to where you started. Clue can help you learn a new environment, so you can confidently navigate it in the future. Clue is best used indoors. The app doesn't rely on your phone's GPS. This means that Clue is limited in outdoor spaces and for routes over long distances. Next, button. Important safety info. Clue's intended role. Clue is not a substitute for your orientation and mobility skills. It is not a replacement for your white cane, guide dog or primary mobility aid. Clue is intended to work as an additional aid or to complement and enhance your orientation and navigation skills. Dice World. Now, MJ, please be aware of your surroundings while using the app. It is your responsibility to maintain your personal safety at all times while using Clue. If you are new to Clue, we recommend that you first use the app in an indoor setting that is safe and familiar to you. You acknowledge and agree that your use of the app is at your own risk. Next, button. Using this tutorial. This tutorial will help you learn the skills needed to use Clue. Each module focuses on a particular skill set and feature of the app. Some of the modules include interactive practice exercises. We recommend that you first use the app in an indoor setting that is safe and familiar to you. Next, button. Holding your phone for best results. Clue uses your phone's camera and inertial sensors to track your position as you move around the environment and when you navigate a route. Holding your phone in the correct pose or orientation is essential in order for the app to work correctly. You should hold your phone in the portrait orientation vertically, with the rear camera facing forward. It is important to maintain the phone in the vertical pose, with the rear camera facing forward, pointed away from your body whenever you are navigating or saving a route. Maintaining the phone in this pose helps reduce errors from the app. The following exercise will help you practice holding your phone in the correct pose for Clue. Tap the Practice button to begin. Practice, button. Practicing the correct phone pose. Now you can practice holding your phone in the correct pose for using Clue. Remember that the rear camera should face forward or away from you. Begin the exercise by moving your phone from a horizontal pose to a more vertical pose. Your phone will buzz and make a distinct tone the further you are off from the correct pose. You'll then hear a success chime when you achieve the correct vertical pose. Try moving your phone in and out of the correct pose a couple of times to hear the difference. Dice World. Now, Dice World. Lila Rosa commented on your activity. Say something back. Ellipsis. Now it's your turn. Tap Start button. Alert. Clue would like to access the camera. OK button. Clue back button. Skip button. Skip. Score 2. Score 2. Stop button. Score 2. Nice job. You now know how to hold the phone in the correct pose. You can keep practicing or go to the next section. Score 3. Next button. Stop button. Tip. Try holding your phone against your tips. Try holding your phone against your chest when you're navigating a route to ensure it remains in the correct vertical pose with the camera facing directly in front of you. We also recommend that you hold the phone in the opposite hand that you use to work with your white cane or guide dog. Next button. Following a route. Clue will make sounds, haptic feedback, and provide directional audio cues whenever you are navigating a route. These distinct sounds, feedback, and directional cues enable you to navigate the route correctly. They help you know when you are correctly on the path or if you are slightly off the correct path or have completely deviated from the route. Next, button. Moving along the correct path. Whenever you begin navigating a route, you will hear a distinct ticking sound. Clue plays the ticking sound whenever you are correctly aligned to the route. It will play through the entire time until you complete the route. Pause or stop navigation.
English,
English, Australia. Headings. Sighted users will see a colored line showing the correct path on the screen. The path color can be changed in the settings. Next, button. Waypoints or virtual crumbs. Clue provides waypoints or virtual crumbs to keep you in the right orientation as you navigate the route. The app will play a distinct chime when you pass through a waypoint or virtual crumb. Sighted users will see a colored crumb in the shape of a map point on the screen. The crumb color can be changed in the settings. Next, button. Directional cues. Clue will provide directional cues as soon as you begin navigating a route and to keep oriented correctly. The app will announce directions whenever you pass through a waypoint or virtual crumb. The directional cues include continue straight, slight right, slight left, turn right, turn left. Clue will also announce when you have reached the end of the route. Next, button. Getting back to the correct path. A distinct tone will play whenever you are off the correct path. This may also happen if your phone is not facing in the direction of the path. If you find yourself off the path, you should stop. Try turning around until you hear the ticking sounds that indicate that you're on the correct direction of the path. Press the Get Directions button to receive audio directions on how to get back on the route. This is especially helpful if you've become disoriented or off the correct path. Get direction, image. Get direction, image. Next, but practice your first route. This first exercise will have you practice the simple route in order to get you accustomed to clues, sounds, and feedback. This first route will guide you forward a few steps and then announce the end of the route. Pay particular attention to the sounds and directional cues. Please make sure that you're in a familiar area with sufficient space to move about before you begin this exercise. Tap the Practice button and then tap Play to begin the exercise. Practice button. To begin the route, tap the Start Navigation button below and wait for the countdown. Start Navigation button. Start. Insufficient. 4, 3, 2. Options. 1, 0. Stop. Continue straight. Align to anchor point. Starting navigation. Get directions button. If you get direction, turn right and walk 2.1 meters. If you are having trouble following the route, press the Get Directions button. Get directions, slight right and walk 2.0 meters. If you are having trouble following the route, press the Get Directions button. Get direction, continue straight and walk 2.4 meters. Stop navigation, save a route, button. Next, you've completed your first route. Continue to the next exercise to try another route. Next, button. Practice second path. Here you will practice. Next, button. Single-use routes. Clue's single-use routes feature helps you find your way back after going from one place to another. This feature records your path when you walk from point A to point B. It then provides you with the return route directions and necessary cues. For example, you can perform a single-use route when going from a lobby area to a room, and then you want to return back to the lobby area. The single-use route allows you to navigate a return route only once. The Save Routes feature allows you to navigate a route multiple times. Next, button. Using single-use routes, tap the single-use route button on the home screen to activate this feature. Clue will immediately begin recording your route. Now you can navigate to where you want to go. Remember to hold your phone in the correct vertical pose with the rear camera facing forward. Tap the Stop Recording button once you've arrived at your destination. Tap the Play button to initiate the return route navigation. Clue will then guide you back to your starting point. Next, button. Adding a landmark, voice notes. Voice notes allow you to record a landmark or leave specific information that you want to hear later when navigating in the return direction. To leave a voice note, tap the voice note button at any time that you are recording a route. The app will then open the voice recorder. Press the record button to leave a voice memo. Tap the stop recording button and resume recording your route. When you navigate your route, Clue will play your voice note when you pass through your recorded landmark. You can record as many voice notes as you want. Next button. Pausing navigation. You can pause Clue if you want to initiate the return navigation at a later time. Pausing Clue will require you to set an anchor point. The anchor point stores important orientation and directional information and is needed to realign you to the correct path. The following module will teach you how to use anchor points. Next button. Setting and finding anchor points. Setting anchor points is an important skill that is needed in order to save routes or pause navigation. Anchor points allow Clue to record your position and orientation within the route's environment. The anchor point realigns you to the correct path whenever you want to navigate a route that has been saved for later use, and they are essential to Clue's navigation accuracy. Next button. Setting an anchor point. Anchor points are created at the beginning and at the end of a route. We recommend setting the anchor point at a location that is easy to remember and find at a later time. A good anchor point could be set at a wall, a door frame, or a piece of furniture like a table. Next button. Text or voice notes. Clue allows you to record a text or voice note to describe the location of your anchor point. This can be especially helpful when you want to find and realign yourself to the saved anchor point at a later time. Next button. Physical alignment. Physical alignment sets the anchor point using the phone's inertial sensors. This method requires you to hold the phone in the horizontal or flat pose with the screen facing up, and press the top, short edge, of the phone against a vertical edge, like against a wall, a door frame or a table. Press the align button and wait for the countdown. The anchor point will be saved at the end of the countdown. Next button. Finding an anchor point. The accuracy of the navigation will depend on how well you can realign yourself to the saved anchor point. To find and realign yourself to a saved anchor point, you should try to position yourself as closely as possible to the exact location of the originally saved anchor point. Dice World. Now, Dice World, your role with Silverthorn. Finding the saved anchor point from the physical alignment requires you to hold your phone in the same horizontal or flat pose, pressing it against the same edge that was used to set the anchor point. Next button. Apple's AR World Map. Apple's AR World Map can help make the process of finding and aligning to a saved anchor point easier, especially for those that have newer iPhone models and for environments with consistent, artificial lighting. The physical alignment can simply be achieved by holding the phone in the vertical pose. However, we recommend that you be consistent in holding the phone pose and relocalizing yourself as best as possible to the originally saved anchor point in order to ensure the best accuracy from Clue. Next, you will have a chance to practice setting and aligning to anchor points. Tap the practice button to start the exercise. Practice button. Setting an anchor point. This exercise will have you practice setting an anchor point. Remember to choose a location for your anchor point that you can easily find at some later time. You'll practice setting the anchor point using the physical alignment method. Remember to press the Set Anchor Point button, position your phone, and wait for the countdown. Set anchor point, set anchor point, set anchor point. 4, press the 3, 2, 1, 0. Next button. Now that you've saved an anchor point, try walking away from it or wait a few minutes to return to the next exercise. Next button. Next. Hold your phone in the same horizontal or flat pose, pressing it against the same edge that was used to set. Press the Find Anchor Point, Find Anchor Point, Find Anchor Point, Find Anchor Point. 4, press the 3, 2, 1, 0. Next button. Restart practice. Retry Finding Anchor Point step button. Good job! You are fairly aligned to the saved anchor point, which would have resulted in a route navigation with some potential misalignment. Try practicing again to Next button. Saving and finding routes. Clue allows you to record a route that you can return to at a later time. The Save Routes feature is useful for paths that you want to come back to frequently. The route is stored on your device's memory, and soon on the cloud. You can navigate a saved route from A to B and back. For example, you can save a route to the hotel which could navigate you from the front desk to the elevator and back, or from the elevator to your hotel room and back to the elevator. Next button. Saving a route. Saving a route records both the route from points A to B, referred to as start to end, and the return route, referred to as end to start. Keep this reference in mind whenever you want to navigate a saved route. Saving a route requires you to set an anchor point at the start of the route. Clue will then record the route until you've reached your destination. You'll then be required to set the anchor point at the end of the route. Tap the Save Route button in the home screen to begin recording a route. Dice World. Now, Dice World. Silverthorn Militia commented. Next button. Naming your route. Once you've recorded the route and set your end anchor point, Clue will prompt you to name your route. We recommend using a name that best describes the route and that you'll remember at a later time. Next button. Finding saved routes. Clue stores all the saved routes within your saved routes list. Tap the Saved Routes button on the home screen when you want to navigate a previously saved route. Scroll through the list and tap on the route name. Select the direction of travel that you wish to navigate. You'll be able to navigate the route from either start to end or in the reverse direction, from end to start. Please be aware of the direction of travel that you wish to navigate. Next, find and realign yourself to the corresponding anchor point. Finally, wait for the countdown to complete and the navigation will begin. Next button. Settings. Clue settings allow you to customize your experience with the app. This module will walk you through some of the important feature settings within Clue. You can always return to the settings by tapping on the main menu icon. Tap the Clue Initial Setup button to begin. Clue Initial Setup button. Units of distance. When providing directional cues, Clue may announce distance using either metric units meters or imperial units feet. Please select the unit system that's best for you. Imperial, feet selected, metric, meters, button, next, button. Chrome or waypoint color. Clue display, select green, blue, red, next, but, path, line color. So green, blue, red, next, button, feedback. Clue provides sounds, haptic vibration feedback and voice cues to help you navigate a route. You can turn these on/off at any time in the settings. But, we recommend that you at least keep one mode of feedback active in order to have the best experience with Clue. Tip: new users are encouraged to keep all feedback modes on. Selected, sound, but selected, next, button. Automatic phone pose correction. The accuracy of Clue's navigation and directional guidance relies heavily on you holding and maintaining your phone in the correct pose, the direction which it's facing, when you're traveling along a route. Clue's automatic phone pose and alignment correction feature helps correct for any offset or changes to the pose of your phone. It's especially useful for users who have difficulty perceiving their phone's spatial orientation or direction during travel and will make the navigation with Clue more accurate. If you enable this feature, we recommend that you maintain your phone in a fixed position, like against your chest whenever you're navigating with Clue. Select below to enable or disable the automatic phone pose correction. Selected, disable, enable automatic correction. Next, enable automatic correction. Selected, next, button. Clue initial setup complete. Congratulations! You've completed the initial settings for Clue. Remember that you can change your settings at any time by tapping the main menu icon and selecting settings. Next, button. Siri Shortcuts. Tap the Siri Shortcuts offer a convenient and hand-free way to use apps by voice commands. You can control certain functions within Clue using Siri voice commands. Please note that it's important to speak the correct voice command in order for the shortcut to work. The list below shows the currently available Siri Shortcuts for Clue. Tap the Siri Shortcut Setup button if it's your first time using Siri for Clue. Siri skip, Siri Shortcut Setup, but skip, Siri Shortcut Setup, but skip, Siri Shortcut, start single use route. The setup will take you to Apple's Siri Shortcuts where you'll write the phrase that you want Siri to recall as the voice command. We recommend using short phrases that are next, set Siri Shortcut, but next, but stop recording route. The setup will take you to Apple's Siri Shortcuts where you'll write the phrase that you want Siri sets next, but return me back. The setup will take you to Apple's next button. Siri Shortcut setup complete. Nice job. Your Siri Shortcuts are now ready for you to use. You can come back to Siri Shortcut next button. End of tutorial. Nice job. You've completed the Clue tutorial. You can come back to this information at any time through the menu options or by pressing the Help button on the Clue main screen. Exit tutorial button. Exit tutorial button. Options button. Help but record a single use route but save a route saved route save record a single use save a route button save a route gift card. Enter text to help you remember this anchor point button. Record audio to help you remember this anchor point button. Start alignment countdown button. Start alignment start. 4 3 2 Tracking performance 0. Insufficient visual features. Tracking performance is degraded. Hold vertically with the rear camera facing forward. Record a voice note anchored. Tracking performance normal. Help but stop. Record a voice note anchored. Stop recording button. Stop. Enter text to help you remember. Enter text to tracking performance normal. Alert. Anchor point information. Enter text about text field is editing. Enter anchor point information. E R T Y U I O O Y T T I OK. OK button. To enter record tracking performance normal. Insufficient visual features. Enter record start a line. Insufficient record audio to help. Enter text to help you. To allow your route to be navigated in the reverse direction, you need to record an anchor point for help. Clue options button. Clue homes help. And record audio to help you remember. Record audio. Voice cancel. Record voice note button. Stop alert. Clue would like permission to use the microphone is required to use the voice. Don't OK button. 3 2 1 0 stop recording. Record accept tracking performance. Clue home help. Enter to allow your route to be navigated. Clue apps app store. Clue apps set message dice game world YouTube notification Dice World now Dice World Snoopy 42 commented on your act 16 in Microsoft Sam reads funny win William Volter /SEC 10 minute I bet 10 William Volter /SEC SLE 962 HD when you're bored you decide to add film damage to match the style of the original. I bet you apply. Call IS 75 Windows Edition. Pi Day Special. 6 seconds go to channel. Call IS 75 Windows 450 views 3 week. Getting the vocalizer TT. Basic living room relax. Spirit like the wind 0. Subscriptions. Select William Volter /SEC. Content 10 20 NKRS 200. Today's question. Would you ever put cheese on a chicken sandwich? Like the you'd get from McDonald's 20 call 35 call IS 75 Windows 22 call IS 30. Welcome to a first episode of Why Did I Even Make the /J? Inspired by William Volter /SEC SLE 962 HD. Yup, in the viewer's revenge on everyone, Bernard, Billy, Harry and Betty would have a heart attack. And after that, they will be sent to the hospital to recover from it. Messages, now, Matthew, hello bud. Just to let you know that I have filled out a complaint online, a form for the $5 that was stolen off me and now has been submitted and the police are going to investigate and what's going to happen and they have my details because messages, now, Matthew, thanks Matthew. At William Volter, image attack, 1, William, 3 hours, well, at Skull, welcome back to another episode, shorts, create, goal, upload a video, 39 sec, upload, video, 2 minutes 1 sec, video, 75 seconds, created the 11th of April, upload. Notification center. Video, less than, clue. Weather, talk time, camera, selected, screen recording,